Hello everybody, welcome to the next game in the 1969 National League Championship Series. We are at Game 2 here at Candlestick Park. Game 1, the Giants won going away over the Cubs. And the Cubs really in a pressure situation. You really don't want to be down 2-0, even though the last 3 games will be in Wrigley Field if necessary. You really don't want to dig yourself a 2-0 hole if you can avoid it. Starting pitchers for today's game, Gaylord Perry on the mound for the Giants. And for the Cubs, actually, in the replay, he's been the best pitcher for the Cubs, and that's Ken Holtzman. He's been their money pitcher, even more so than Ferguson Jenkins. So they're relying on Ken Holtzman to get it done against Gaylord Perry and the Giants. Lineup's fairly the same for both teams, maybe a switch here or there in the batting order. We'll go through the starting lineup for the Cubs really quickly. We have Don Kessinger leading things off at short. Glenn Beckert bats second and plays second. Billy Williams bats third and plays left field. Ron Santo at third base is the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth at first base is Ernie Banks. Bumped Randy Hundley from 8th to 6th, and he's going to do the catching. Batting 7th is Jim Hickman. Batting 8th is Willie Smith. And batting 9th is the pitcher Ken Holtzman. For the Giants, leading things off will be Tito Fuentes at third base. Ron Hunt at second base, Bobby Bonds in right. Willie McCovey bats cleanup at first base. Hitting fifth is Willie Mays in center field. Jimmy Ray Hart is in left field, hitting sixth against the left-hander. I brought in the right-hander. Jimmy Ray Hart, he hits really well against lefties. Dick Dietz is catching, batting seventh, and Hal Lanier, shortstop, hits eighth. And of course, Gaylord Perry, the pitcher, will bat ninth. So there are your lineups. I think everything is in place. Didn't forget to bring this out this time, so I'm good to go with that. Got the rare play chart. The score sheet I'm keeping is off camera, but I do have the line score here with the outs and the base runners so that you can know what's going on. Even though you can't really see the score sheet, at least you can catch the line score at all times and the base running and out situations at all times. All right, slight glare right in here, but hopefully it's not too bad. It's a cloudy day, so can't depend on the sunshine. It's been raining all day, so got to use some lamp light to help me out. All right, so Gaylord Perry finishing up those warm-up tosses, and he'll be facing leadoff hitter Don Kessinger, switch hitter shortstop. And it's pretty much, I almost call it a must-win game for the Cubs, because like I said, you don't really want to go back to Chicago down 2-0. Of course, if the Cubs do win, then it'll be 1-1, and they'll have the home field advantage for the last 3 in Wrigley. So, pivotal game 2 right here. Actually, in a 5-game series, I guess all games are pivotal. But here we go, Gaylord Perry to Kessinger, 2-2. Strikeout chance, and that's a 1, so Kessinger has no chance to fend that off. That is a strikeout, 1 away. That'll bring up second baseman Glenn Beckert. That's a 4-1, another strikeout chance. That's a 4, but Beckert does fend that one off. He only strikes out at a 2. So Beckert will get the swing. 4-4, but he can't take advantage of it. He grounds it to second. And Ron Hunt is there to make the play. Throws to McCovey for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for sweet swinging Billy Williams, the left fielder. 5-3, and that is a strikeout chance again, but that's a 20, so way too high for that. Billy Williams does get the swing. 3-2, and he's going to single to center field. So Billy Williams, there he is right there. Billy Williams, doesn't look like him, but that's him. Billy Williams with a single, 2-out single. He's got an attempt of 1, but nothing's happening. So he'll stand pat, and third baseman Ron Santo will step up. Perry, 3-5. He's not, let's see, 3-5 against a right-hander is a strikeout plus. He strikes out an 8. The plus makes him an 18, so the 17 fits. And Ron Santo is out on strikes to end the inning. So after half an inning of play from Candlestick, it is Chicago nothing, and the Giants coming to bat. And lefty Ken Holtzman is tasked with trying to even the series for the Cubs. Like I said, he's been the money pitcher in the pennant chase. Seemed like every time I did a Ken Holtzman game, he was getting a win for the Cubs. Tito Fuentes, switch hitting third baseman, will lead things off. He will turn around, bat right-handed, hit lefty against Ferguson Jenkins, but he will be batting right-handed against Mr. Holtzman. That's a 5-2. That's a strikeout chance. 11 against a righty would be a strikeout, but against a lefty it is not. So Fuentes will get the swing. 2-6. Star 3 is a ground ball to short. Kessinger is there, one away. Forgot to move the little out thing, but I'll do that now. Keep that straight. Here's Ron Hunt facing Holtzman. 3-2. That's a walk plus. So Ron Hunt will draw the 1-out walk. And he's got an attempt of 1, so we'll see if anything's going on with that. It is not. So Hunt will stand pat. And here's Bobby Bonds. Holtzman, 4-5. That is a strikeout chance. 14. Got him. So Bonds out on strikes for out number 2. Roll the strategy for Holtzman. Nothing happening. Here's McCovey. 3-1. That's a walk chance, and he will walk McCovey. So 2 walks in the inning. Puts runners at first and second with 2 down. And it's going to be up to Willie Mays to get it done for the Giants. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Holtzman to Mays. 4-5. That's a strikeout chance. 19 is too much, so Mays gets to swing. 1-3, fly to center field, and that's handled out there by Hickman to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Giants. They put 2 on via 2 walks, but get nothing to show for it. We go to the second, no score here at Candlestick. Giants and Cubs, Game 2, 1969 NLCS. Gaylord Perry facing Ernie Banks. And I know I'm not going to have time to do an ALCS, but I might have time to have the winner of this game or this series play the Orioles in a 7-game set, but I really don't have time to do the ALCS. I'm just going to let, if I decide to go further with this, I'm just going to let them play the Orioles, whoever wins this. So let's see here. Ernie Banks is going to lead it off against Mr. Gaylord Perry. 6-4, that's a walk chance. 16 is too much for that. Banks does get to swing. 5-5, he's going to ground to third, and Fuentes, Johnny on the spot, throws to McCovey, 1 away. For the catcher, Randy Hundley. 6-3, that's a double question mark against the right-handers. 1-2 is an automatic out, but that's a 3. So Hundley avoids that, but he will get the swing. 3-2. 3-2 is a question mark 8 against a right-hander, 1-10, but that's an 18, so he's going to fly to center field. And Willie Mays puts it away, 2 down. That'll bring up Jim Hickman, power hitting center fielder. Perry, 1-2 is a potential walk, and he will issue the free pass. So 2-out walk to Hickman. His attempt is a 1. Nothing happening. That'll bring up Willie Smith. And in case you're curious, wonder what's wrong with Willie Smith's card, he is not rated for lefty-righty splits because of he didn't have enough at-bats against lefties because he can't hit lefties. So what I did is I took some correction tape, put over the walk and home run totals. He was carded as a 12 walk and a 17 home run, but Willie Smith never hit a home run against lefties, so I don't want him to be able to hit a home run against a lefty in this game or walk against a lefty because he did not walk against lefties either. The other stuff I just kind of left alone. If I wanted to be true, I probably could have done some things with this grid, but on a PDF I would do that, but on a printed set card I don't really want to damage it too much. I'll just let it slide. I'm really not going to let him play against lefties, so the whole thing's probably irrelevant, but I still wanted to have something that kind of represented that. So that's what these 2 zeros are there for. It's not written on the card. It's correction tape underneath of it. So if I pull the correction tape off, it will probably still show the 12 and a 17 unless the correction tape pulls the ink off of there too. I don't know. All right, enough of that. Willie Smith, 1-5. Possible error on Perry's card. 2-1 is a star 6. Ground ball to first, but that's a 20. So McCovey does not have a 20. He's only an 8 error rating. So he will take it and flip to Perry covering to end the inning. And the Cubs go rather meekly here in the second inning, as they can only muster a 2-out walk to Hickman. That was it. So we go to the bottom of the second. Ken Holtzman back out. We'll be facing Jimmy Ray Hart. He's in there because of the lefty. Normally the left fielder would be Ken Henderson, but Jimmy Ray Hart really hits well against lefties. You see all those split chances where he gets hits off of lefties versus righties, so he's really all in against lefties. So that's why he's in there. Holtzman 5-3, and that's going to be a strikeout chance. 14 is too much. He's only a 13, so no strikeout. He gets to swing 4-2, and he hit one of those left-right splits, and there it is. Single pass short, so that's why he's in there. Like I said, he's in there because he can pound the lefties. So a leadoff single, first hit of the game for either team, for the Giants rather. Cubs already had a hit. Yeah, that was from Billy Williams. So strategy roll for Holtzman. Nothing happening because Dietz is not bunting. Holtzman 6-5. He is not tired, so there's no single. Dietz gets to swing. 2-5 is going to fly to left. One away. And that will bring up shortstop Hal Lanier. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Holtzman 1-6. Strikeout plus to a lefty, but against a righty it is blank, so Lanier gets to swing. 6-6. Ground ball to short, could be a double play. His double play rating is a 2. They were halfway, makes it a 3. He adds nothing, so that keeps it a 3. Second baseman Beckert is a 0, so that keeps it all to 3. 1-3, it's a double play. It's a 5, so no double play, but the 5 does exceed Jimmy Ray Hart's run rating, so it will be a fielder's choice. And it will go 5-4 on the fielder's choice. So 2 down. The runner at first is now Hal Lanier. And let's see, Hal Lanier does not have any kind of a attempt. We'll roll strategy. Nothing happening there. Here's Gaylord Perry. Holtzman 2-5, blank versus a right-handed hitter. Perry gets to swing 2-4, star 4. That's a grounder to short, and the inning is over. So nothing doing there for the G-men. And after 2 complete, we are still scoreless. And Perry coming back out to start the third will face Ken Holtzman. Leadoff man for the Cubs will be the pitcher Ken Holtzman, followed by Kessinger and Beckert. Ken Holtzman pitches lefty, but he bats right-handed. 1-6, strikeout chance. He got him. Didn't matter which way he batted. That was a strikeout. 1 down for Don Kessinger. Kessinger struck out his first chance. 4-1, a strikeout chance, and he got him. That's the same roll he had last time. He got the 1 on the D20 and had no chance. So Kessinger, really, to be fair to him, he has had no chance whatsoever to even try to fend off a strikeout because of the D20 being a 1 both times. Here's Beckert. 5-3, strikeout chance. 10 is too much. Beckert will swing 5-5, and he grounds to short. And that's going to end the inning as Lanier throws to McCovey. And just like that, Cubs are down 1-2-3 here in the top of the third. So the bottom of the third, no score. And it will be the leadoff man, Tito Fuentes, to start things off for the Giants. Fuentes, Hunt, and Bonds against Holtzman. 4-6, that's a range play. Go to Fuentes. 2-2, that's a fly to center. Checking the range of Hickman, he's a 2. And he cannot get to it. Is it a double? It is not. It's a leadoff single for Tito Fuentes, as Hickman was unable to get to that. His limited range was just a 2, and he could not get to it. So that'll bring up Ron Hunt. He's an excellent bunter if you wanted to choose to bunt. And bunts are something I don't worry about a strategy roll to bunts. I bunt when I want to bunt. Let's see here. I think we're going to bunt. That just seems to be the prudent move. Unless we want to do a hit and run. Hunt, you know what? We're going to have him bunt. That's what we're going to have him do. Holtzman pitches 5-4. That's a potential walk, but 20 is too much. So now Hunt gets to bunt. He's a 5. The infield is in, makes it a 4. Infield in the corners makes it a 4. 4 and a 13 is a good bunt. And the 5 represents the third baseman. So he bunts it to Santo. And Santo's only play is to throw to Banks covering. not Banks covering, to Beckert covering first. It goes 5-4 if you're scoring at home, and if you're scoring at home, you may have some issues. I'll just put it that way. All right, runner at second, 1 out, and strategy roll for Holtzman. Nothing going on. Bonds 5-6. That's an automatic star line. Bonds, a 6 is fly to right field, 2 down. Can the runner get to third? Fuentes is a 4 base running rating. Right fielder Arm Smith is a +2, gives him a 6, so he will automatically make third without a throw. So runner gets to third now with 2 down, and it's up to Willie McCovey. Now Willie McCovey is the most dangerous hitter on the team. First base is open if they choose to walk him. They've already walked him the one time unintentionally. Do you walk him here and take your chances with Willie Mays? Let's see. Let's roll the strategy roll first. Nothing happening. They're going to pitch to McCovey. Holtzman's going to challenge him. 6-3, and he got him. That's an automatic out. Star line, automatic out. So it paid off. The challenge paid off. That's a fly to right field to end the inning. So Holtzman didn't want to back down from McCovey, and it paid off, at least in this instance. And after 3 complete, we got no score. And this is the pitching duel I was hoping for in game 1 that never materialized, as both Jenkins and Marshall got beat around pretty good, but Perry and Holtzman are living up to the pitching duel hype. All right, so Billy Williams, sweet swinging Billy Williams, has the only hit of the game for the Cubs. He singled in the first. See what he does here in the 4th to start things off. 1-1 is a blank against Gaylord Perry, so Williams gets to swing. That's a 3-3, and this time he's going to fly to center, and Willie Mays puts it away. Basket catch, 1 down. Here's Ron Santo. Perry, 1-4, strikeout chance, but 19 is too much. Santo will swing, and he flies to center again. Another basket catch for Willie Mays. 2 up and 2 down for Ernie Banks. 2-6, and it's an automatic out against a right-hander, so Perry will get him. And the out is a ground ball to first. McCovey takes it to the bag himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Down go the Cubbies. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th. No score. Let me put that there, I think, to hold that down. All right. Bottom of the 4th we go. Ken Holtzman back out. And he will be facing Willie Mays, who made those 2 catches. Mays flied to center himself first time up. 6-2 on Holtzman. Double question mark. 1-8 is an automatic out, but that's a 3, so it will be an automatic out. Willie Mays will ground to second base. Beckert over to Banks. 1 away. And the pitching duel continues. Here's Jimmy Ray Hart. Singled his first trip. Only hit of the game for the, one of the first hit of the game for the Giants. They had a second hit also, but he was the first. 4-4, and that's a strikeout chance. 7, got him. So 2 down. As Jimmy Ray Hart is out of there. And that's going to bring up Dick Dietz. 2-6. Ballpark, first time to go to Candlestick Park in the ball game. See what Dietz does. 5-6, that's a blank. We got a rare play. Rare play, bases empty. Roll the 2d6s. They total a 7. So we come over here to rare play, bases empty, and we look at the number 7, and there are 2 outs. So that means it's a looping line drive to left field. Billy Williams is a 3 range. So we're rolling 1 die against the outfielder's defensive rating. So basically it's a range check to left field. Billy Williams is a 3. And it fails. It's a 4. So let's check it out. It says, if the die is higher, ball drops in for a hit and batter gets as many bases as the die roll exceeds the rating. So 4 exceeds his 3 rating by 1, so it's only going to be a single for Dick Dietz. Had we rolled a 6, he would have tripled, but it's just a single. So Dick Dietz is on with a 2-out single, and that'll bring up Hal Lanier. Roll the strategy for Holtzman. Nothing happening. 4-2, and that's a range play. Going to Hal Lanier's card for a range play. 5-2, ground ball to second, Beckert. His range is a 4. And he gets to it, so the inning is over. Nothing doing there. Beckert makes the play. After 4 complete, no score from Candlestick. And this is what I thought we were going to get in game 1, to be quite honest with you, but just never materialized. Gaylord Perry set to face Hundley, Hickman, and Smith to start the 5th. 6-5, range play. We're getting a lot of range plays all of a sudden. Hundley, 2-4. Ground ball to third. That's Fuentes. He's a 3. 1-3, he gets to it. He does not. Is it a double? It is not. Leadoff single for Randy Hundley. Snuck it past the third baseman. Hundley does have an attempt of 1, so we'll give it a shot. But nothing's happening. Here's Hickman. 5-2. That's the ballpark card going to Candlestick. 1-1. Single plus to left field. So we know the runner's going to get to third automatically. Being Mr. Perry. I'm sorry, Mr. Hundley. He gets to third automatically. The question is, does Hickman stretch this to a double? Left fielder arm, Billy Williams is left fielder arm, Hart is a +1. Hickman's a 3, it makes it a 4. 1-4, he turns this into a double. 5 he holds, and 6 he's out trying. He makes the double. So it will be a double for Jim Hickman, and all of a sudden the Cubs have something cooking. Second and third, nobody out here in the top of the 5th, and they're going to bring the infield in versus Willie Smith. Infield is in. 6-1 is a blank. We go to Willie Smith's card. 5-6, he's going to fly it to right field. Is it a sacrifice fly? His rating is a 1. It is not a sacrifice fly originally. Let's check the runner on third base. Runner on third base, Hundley, runs at a 3. And right fielder arm is a 0. So 1-3 on the red die, he will score. 4-5 on the red die, he holds. 6, he also holds. Only way he's out is 6-6. 3 is going to score, so it is a good sacrifice fly. Sacrifice fly. And that will score Hundley for the first run of the game. Now the runner on Hickman, can he get to third is the question. The roll was the white die is a 4. His run rating is only a 3, so he has to stop at second. He will not get the extra base. So he stays there at second base with 1 out, and the Cubs grab a 1-0 lead on the sacrifice fly by Willie Smith. I'll bring up Ken Holtzman. Perry, 2-4. That's a straight-up home run chance against a right-hander. Holtzman's a 4, but that's a 10. So no home run for Holtzman. He will get to swing. 4-1. He's going to fly it to right field for out number 2. And we'll check and see if the runner can get to third or not. Again, that runner is Hickman, and he is a 3. 5, he's got to hold, so he cannot get there. So he stays at second base with 2 down for Don Kessinger. 6-6 is a strikeout chance. 7 got him. Kessinger struck out all 3 times. He's got the hat trick, so he's caught some bad luck there. But the Cubs do score on the Willie Smith sacrifice fly. And as we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's Chicago 1 and the Giants 0. So Ken Holtzman given a 1-run lead to protect. And he'll be facing the pitcher, Gaylord Perry, to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Cubs need the win to even the series. 4-4. 4-4 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Gaylord Perry down on strikes. 1 away for the top of the order, Tito Fuentes. He's grounded to short, and he's singled. 2-2, strikeout chance, too much. Fuentes, 4-1. Question mark 8 against a lefty is a 1-16. That's a 12. That's a double for Tito Fuentes. So a 1-out double for Tito Fuentes. He is now 2 for 3, and back come the Giants. The heart of their order, Hunt and Bonds and McCovey to follow. Strategy roll for Holtzman. 2, nothing happening. Holtzman to Hunt, 5-3, strikeout chance. 9 is too high, so Hunt gets to swing. 2-3. He's going to single pass short. Let's see if the run can score. To score on an S6 from second base, you have to have a 3 base running rating. And Fuentes has a 4, so he will score, and the game is tied at a run apiece just that quickly. Couple of base hits right there, and the game is tied with 1 out. Tie game at 1. And that'll bring up Bonds. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Infield is halfway. 1-2, blank against a right-hander. Bonds, 4-5. That's a fly to left, out number 2. And that takes us to McCovey. Holtzman to McCovey. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. 3-3. And that's an automatic out against a left-hander, so he will get the out. And it will be a ground ball to short to end it. But the Cubbies and the Giants are now tied at a run apiece. As we go to the 6th, the Giants matching the Cubs with that run. And now we go to the top of the 6th. Gaylord Perry back out. He has faced just 19 batters, so he's good to go. He can face 31. He's only faced 19. Holtzman can face 29. He has faced 22. So Holtzman will be the first one to get tired, most likely. Here's Beckert. He's 0 for 2. Couple ground outs. 4-5 for Perry. He is not tired. Speaking of being tired, he is not tired, so that's not a single. Beckert swings, 3-1. He's going to single to left field. So leadoff single for Beckert. His first hit of the game. He's got an attempt of 1. We'll see if anything happens. And it does not. So here's Billy Williams. Perry, 6-3. Double question mark. 1-10 is a single. That's a 20 though, so it's out of range. But Williams will get the swing. 6-3. And against a right-hander, that's a ground ball to first. It could be a double play. His double play rating is a 2. Perry's a -1. That drops him to a 1. They were halfway. It makes it a 2. And the shortstop pivot Kessinger is a 0. I'm sorry, shortstop Lanier is a 0. So it's a 1-2 for a double play. And they turn it. 3-6-3. Wipe the slate clean right there. 3-6-3. Gaylord Perry needed that one to prevent any kind of a big inning. And now there's 2 outs and the base is clear for Santo. He's 0 for 2. Struck out in the first. Flew to center in the 4th. 2-3, and that is a potential walk, but 20 is going to take that out of the equation. Santo will swing. 2-4. Single to left field. How big was that double play now? As Santo singles. Keeps the inning going for Ernie Banks, but that double play really, really smarted if you're a Cub fan. Here's Ernie Banks. Perry, 5-2. Ballpark card going to Candlestick for Ernie Banks. 2-4. It's a ground ball to second, and that's going to take care of it as Ron Hunt throws to McCovey, and the inning is over. So nothing doing there for the Cubbies. That double play really kind of took the starch out of them. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 1. Ken Holtzman out to face Willie Mays. Say hey, Willie Mays. He's 0 for 2. Fly to center in the first, grounded to second in the 4th. 2-1 for Holtzman. He walked Chance, and his 15 is way too high, so Mays gets to swing. 5-4, and he's going to fly to left. Billy Williams is there, 1 away. 4, Jimmy Ray Hart. Jimmy Ray Hart singled in second, struck out in the 4th. 1-3, that's a possible error on a ground ball. Hart, 6-1, single to center. The center fielder error rating, Hickman, is a 0, so there's no error on the play, but it will be a single for Jimmy Ray Hart. He is 2 for 3, and that's why he's playing, because he terrorizes left-handed pitching. He's in there for that specific reason alone. That's why Ken Henderson's on the bench. All right, so here is Dick Dietz. Strategy roll for Holtzman, nothing happening. Dick Dietz, 4-3, and that's the ballpark card going back to Candlestick for Dick Dietz. 3-4, that's a star 2. Ground ball to third, could be a double play. His double play rating's a 3. They were halfway, makes it a 4. Pivot is a 0. 1-4 is a double play. And they turn it 5-4-3 around the horn. One good double play deserves another. As they also wipe the slate clean. And at the end of 6, we are tied at a run apiece here from Candlestick Park. Heading to the top of the 7th. It'll be Hundley, Hickman, and Smith. Holtzman bats 4th this inning, if it gets to that. But Hundley will lead things off. He is 1 for 2. Flew to center in the 2nd, singled in the 5th. Perry, 3-5. That is a strikeout plus against a right-hander, so Hundley goes down swinging. 1 away. Brings up Jim Hickman. 1-6 strikeout chance. That's a 15. Can't hardly see it there. So that's too high for that. Hickman will swing. 4-1. He's going to double to left field. Boy, Hickman fought off that strikeout, and he doubles. His second double. He had an RBI double in the 5th, and now he doubles again. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a walk. So Hickman's the hitting star for the Cubs right now. And he is on board at second base with 1 out. And that's going to send up Willie Smith, who had the sacrifice fly his last time up. No strategy roll to worry about. 6-5, range play for Willie Smith. 4-3, that's a fly to left. Checking the range of the left fielder, Jimmy Ray Hart. He's only a 2. And he can't get to it. Will it drop in for a double? It will not. It's a base hit. A single to left field. We'll see if Hickman can score. To score on a single to left, you add 1 to the base running rating of the base runner. Hickman runs at a 3, becomes a 4. Left fielder arm, Hart is a +1, makes him a 5. So 1 to 5, and he will score. And he does, so he will score. And Hickman, since that white die was a 1, Hickman will take second on the throw. So RBI single for Willie Smith makes it 2-1 Cubbies, and Willie Smith takes second on the throw. So he's at second base for Ken Holtzman, who will obviously stay in and bat. He will not bunt. They will just have him swing away. 2-3 is a potential walk, and he will walk. How about that? He walks at a 2, +3 is a 5. That's a 2. So Gaylord Perry, a little distracted there, ends up walking Ken Holtzman. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. So now he's faced 27 batters. He can face 31. Perry is set to bat second in the bottom half of the inning. They really want to get him through this inning if possible. Here's Kessinger. Perry, 3-6 strikeout chance. He won't get Kessinger this time. Kessinger will finally get to swing after striking out 3 times. 4-6, and he takes advantage of it. A single past third base. So here come the Cubbies on an S5 to score, but you have to have a 5 base running rating to score. Willie Smith, check his base running rating. Willie Smith runs at a 3. There are 2 outs. That makes him a 4, but it does not make him a 5. So actually, there's only 1 out. My bad. It's only 1 out, so its bases loaded. Bases are now loaded because there's only 1 out. All right, the only out was a Hundley strikeout to start the inning. But right now, the bases are juiced with Cubs. And now what do you do if you're the Giants? Gaylord Perry struggling a little bit. They do have left-hander Ray Sadecki in the bullpen ready to go. And he would be facing Billy Williams if they can't get out of this. I think they're going to bring Sadecki on to face Williams to have a lefty-on-lefty matchup. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now, the infield is going to play in for the Giants. Beckert has a low double play rating, plus you got a -1 there, so they're going to have to play in. The only chance they have is to play in. Perry needs a strikeout. 2-2, and he got it. Right on cue, and he struck out Beckert, who's only a 2, but that's a 2. So we got a huge strikeout there for Gaylord Perry. That's out number 2. Now is the question, do you allow him to pitch to Billy Williams, or do you bring in the lefty, Ray Sadecki, who's not quite as good as Perry, obviously, but he is a lefty. But I think you got to stick with the Hall of Famer, Gaylord Perry. You got to stick with him. You can't. Sadecki's got a 4.24 ERA, so I think you got to let Gaylord Perry try to clean up his own mess. Williams is 1 for 3. He got Williams sitting to a double play his last time. Perry to Williams, 3-5. Strikeout plus to a righty, but to a lefty, that's a blank, so Williams gets to swing. 5-1, it's a star 4. It's ground ball to third, and he gets out of it. So Gaylord Perry gets out of that mess, only allowing the 1 run. The Cubs leave them loaded. That could come back to bite them for sure. And we go to the 7th inning stretch here at Candlestick with the score Cubs 2, Giants 1. And you can sing your Take Me Out to the Ball games or whatever you wish to do while I secure a pinch hitter for the Giants because Gaylord Perry's day is done. Perry goes 7 innings, giving up the 2 runs. And we need a pinch hitter for the Giants. So let's look on the bench, see who they have that's right-handed and can hit. Their best option appears to be Bobby Etheridge, a backup infielder. He hit .260 on the season. So it's going to be Hal Lanier to lead off, followed by Bobby Etheridge. So Etheridge will pinch hit for Perry. And then we'll check out the bullpen for the Giants, see who they want to bring in. Cubbies have right-handers coming up, so it will not be Sadecki, obviously. They'll go to another right-hander. And it looks like it might be... Looks like it's going to be Ron Herbel. Ron Herbel, the righty, will be coming on in the top of the 8th. Right now, Holtzman, and he has faced 25 batters, can face 29, so the Cub bullpen is got some stirring down there. Just in case Holtzman gets into trouble, they do have the right-hander. Right-hander Ted Abernathy is loosening in the Cub bullpen. Right now, here's Lanier. 4-3, that's the ballpark card going to Candlestick for Lanier. 3-5, and that is going to be a ground ball to first. Easy play for Ernie Banks. 1 down, and that brings up the pinch hitter Bobby Etheridge, who hit .260 on the season and 131 at-bats. Has 1 home run, to his credit. Holtzman, 3-6. Automatic star line against the lefty, but against a right-hander, it's a blank. That's why you use the right-hander instead of a better left-handed hitter. So here's Etheridge, 4-3. It's going to fly to center, so it doesn't matter anyway. But you got to play the percentages there, I think. Plus, I believe 260 is the highest average they had anyway, so really wasn't much of a choice. Here's Fuentes, 5-4, and that's potential walk. 4 will be a walk. The 2-out walk to Fuentes. And that puts the tying run on base. Fuentes does have an attempt of 2. But nothing's happening. So now that brings up Ron Hunt. And this is batter number 29 right here. So last batter before he's tired. Holtzman, 6-6. Automatic out. How about that? He got the automatic out on Hunt. And it will be a 6. Fly to right. So again, Ken Holtzman comes through for the Cubbies when they need him. He did it all during September in the pennant chase, and he's done it here in Game 2 of the NLCS. And he's the man. Even more so than Ferguson Jenkins. All right, so Ron Herbel will be coming on for the Giants on the 69 season. He was 4-1 with a 4.03 ERA and 1 save in 35 relief appearances. He did have 4 starts, but primarily reliever. So he'll be on to pitch the 8th, and he'll be facing the heart of the order, Santo, Banks, well, not quite the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Banks, Hundley, Santo, Banks, and Hundley. 4-6 is a potential walk. 20 is way too high for that. Well, not way too high. Actually, it will be a walk because he's an 18 plus the 3, so I spoke too soon. Santo drew a lot of walks, obviously, and he draws one right here, a leadoff walk by Santo. And now that brings up Ernie Banks. No way you're bunting with Ernie Banks, I don't believe. Strategy roll for a balk, not going to happen. 5-1 is potential walk. 12 is too much, so Banks gets to swing. 3-2, that's a single pass or third base. So a single from Ernie Banks. And let's check Santo. You have to have a 6 to get to third base, so it's not really past third base, it's to third base, so, and maybe on the outfield grass right behind third base, so not going to get a chance to move up. But the first 2 men have reached on a walk and a single, and the Giants are in bad shape here with Herbel. First 2 batters have reached. If he can get the double play ball, he does have a +1 double play rating, so they're looking for that ground ball if they can get it off of Hundley's bat. Herbal 2-2 blank. We go to Hundley. 6-3, and they got the double play chance they need right here with the ground ball back to the pitcher. And since they went to the pitcher, we get an extra bump on the double play rating. So he's a 2. That's a 1, makes it a 3. They're halfway, makes it a 4. It's to the pitcher, makes it a 5. The pivot adds nothing. So 1 to 5, it's a double play, and it would go 1-6-3, or actually 1-4-3. 1-4-3. And that's what it is, 1-4-3 with the runner going to third base. But 2 quick outs now on a 1-4-3 double play. Huge double play there. Santo does take third, but now there are 2 outs. And it's up to Jim Hickman to bring home a run. Herbal now, making sure he doesn't balk, and he does not. Herbal to Hickman. Hickman now has been red hot, though. He's doubled twice. But if you walk him, you got Willie Smith, a tough lefty, on the bench or on deck. So I think you're kind of stuck with Hickman. If they wanted to really take a chance, they could walk both Hickman and Smith and get to Holtzman, but I think they'd pinch hit for Holtzman. So I think you're stuck kind of having to face Hickman right here. Herbal 5-3, and that's possible error. 2-4. 2-4 is a star 1. Ground ball to short. Lanier's a 7. That's a 5. It will be an error, and that will score another run for the Cubbies. So the devastating E6 on Lanier as he bobbled the ball, and Santo comes in to score. And boy, a devastating insurance run picked up by the Cubs right there. So the error on the usually reliable Lanier, and Giants manager shaking his head. All right, here's Willie Smith. 5-1, potential walk. 11, he will walk. So that keeps the inning going. And now you got a decision to make if you are Leo DeRocha. Do you pinch hit for Holtzman, or do you let him keep going? He would be tired if he comes back out, but he's pitched so well, you hate to take him out. They lead it 3-1. You know what? They're going to let Holtzman keep going even though he's tired. He's just pitching so well. He's been their good luck charm. They're just going to stick with him and see what happens. 4-4 is a range play, so he might get a hit off a range play. 4-1, fly to right. That's the range of the right fielder, Bonds, who's a 3. And he makes the catch. So Bonds saves a potential run right there. Keeps the Cubs at just 1 run in the inning. But that was enough. It's now 3-1 Cubbies as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Holtzman will be on a short leash as he is tired now. So if he hits any fatigue rolls, and if he hits a fatigue roll, he will have to come out immediately. Cub bullpen again is loosening with Ted Abernathy. So, or actually Ted Abernathy has actually sat down. It's actually their closer, Phil Regan. They're not messing around. Phil Regan would be coming on, their closer. Nothing back then to get a 2-inning save was nothing back then. So here is Bonds facing Holtzman, and remember, Holtzman is tired. 4-5, and as soon as I do it, he hits the tired roll. How do you like that? He's got to come out now. Walk chance, 13. He does walk him. So he walks Bonds to start the inning, and that means he has to come out because he hit the fatigue roll on the very first time. So Holtzman will leave, but Leo DeRocha very happy with the effort that Holtzman has given him. And he will turn it over to their closer, Phil Regan. Phil Regan is on. And they're hoping Phil Regan can finish the deal. Bonds is aboard. His attempt rating is a 5. See if he can steal one. Or get a jump at least. No, he cannot. So that brings up McCovey. So they could have brought a lefty in to face McCovey, but I think you got to go with your best guy. I mean, you could bring in the lefty reliever, Rich Nye, but his ERA is 5.09. They could bring in Hank Aguirre, actually. You know what? Do they do that, though? You know what? They're not going to bring in Regan yet. My bad. We're going to let Hank Aguirre pitch to McCovey, and then they're going to bring in Regan. So we're going to play the percentages. And so Holtzman ends up going 7+. And now another lefty, Hank Aguirre, is on. And he'll be facing McCovey. Infield is halfway. 3-5. That's a strikeout chance. 11. Got him against the lefty. It got him. And that paid off. Bringing the lefty in paid off. So we got him. And that'll be it for Aguirre. He was in there to face one guy and one guy only. And he got the job done. Now they will turn it over to their closer, Phil Regan, to finish things out and try to get those last 5 outs for the save. Strategy roll again is a 13, so nothing's happening. Regan to Mays. 5-2. Range play at Candlestick. We go to Candlestick Park. 3-5. That's a ground ball to first. It's a range of Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks is a 2. And he got it. How about that? Not only is it range play, it's a chance for a double play. He's a 3. So they were halfway, makes it a 4. Pivot is a 0. 1 to 4, it's a double play. Not only is it a good range play, it's actually a double play that ends the inning. And how about that? Say hey, 3-6-3 double play. Teaming up with Mr. Kessinger. Ernie Banks ranges into the hole. Snags it, throws to Kessinger. Actually, it's going to be a 3-6-1 double play because the range play by Banks took him way over here. So that meant Regan had to come over and cover on the relay throw from Kessinger. Not that it matters, just giving visualization there. But at the end of 8, it's 3-1. Cubby is looking to send this thing back to Wrigley all tied. We shall see. Giants, there is a day off tomorrow, so you might as well use your best reliever because you don't have to worry about anybody getting tired. So they will be bringing on Frank Lindsay. He is the best they have. 11 saves. So Frank Lindsay is going to come on. And he'll be facing the top of the order in Kessinger, Beckert, and Williams. 3-1 Cubs, top of the 9th. Game 2 of the NLCS, which the Giants lead 1-0. Lindsay to Kessinger. 3-6 is a blank. We go to Kessinger's cards. 1-4. Pops it up to second, and Ron Hunt is there. 1 down for Glenn Beckert. 2-3. Possible error. 5-5. It's a ground ball to short. That's a 15. Lanier is a 7, so this time Lanier will make the play. And 2 easy outs for Billy Williams. 2-3. Again, another possible error. 2-1. That's a fly to right. Bonds is a 6. That's an odd number, so it will be an error on Bonds. Let's see if Williams can take second base. He can. So it's a 2-base error on Bonds. 2-base error on Bonds keeps the inning going. And now it's the second error by the Giants in this game. Already had one from Hal Lanier. This one is courtesy of Bonds. So Williams is at second base with 2 down for Ron Santo. Do you pitch to Santo, or do you walk Santo intentionally and pitch to Banks? Santo is the better hitter. So I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to walk Santo and pitch to Ernie Banks. See what happens. Lindsay, 3-6 blank. We go to Banks. 4-5, and Banks makes them pay. Single to right field. Single to right field, and that error is going to come in and bite him. Billy Williams runs at a 4. There are 2 outs, makes it a 5. To score on a single to right, you add 1, makes it a 6. So he will score without a throw. Runner on first, Santo, to get from first to third, you add 2 on a single to right field. And he runs at a 3, makes it a 5. There are 2 outs, that makes it a 6. So he will take third without the throw. So Ernie Banks, an RBI single, and the Cubs now lead it 4-1. That run is unearned thanks to the error by Bonds. Huge error kept the inning going. But the Cubs now lead it 4-1 here in the top of the 9th. That'll bring up Randy Hundley. 5-6, that's potential walk. 10, he walks him, and that will load the bases. So the bases are now loaded with 2 down. And that's going to bring up Jim Hickman. Lindsey has now faced 6 batters. He can face 9, so he's not tired yet, but he is in trouble. Lindsey has to get it done. They may go to the bullpen here. Let's see. They could go. How do they want to play? You know what? They're going to go to Don McMahon, who's an acquisition from Detroit late in the season. So they're going to go to McMahon and hope that he can get him out of this. Bases loaded, 2 outs. McMahon to Hickman. 3-6 is a walk chance, and he walks Hickman. Walks in a run. Unbelievable. 3-6 Lindsey would have been a blank, so we don't know what Hickman would have done, but I'll roll it just to see. 5-1, question mark 8. That would have been a grand slam home run. Had I left Lindsey in there, it would have been a grand slam home run. As it was, it's just a bases loaded walk. And that makes the score 5-1 Cubbies. So had I left Lindsey in there, that would have been a grand slammer. So 2 runs are in. Bases are still loaded for Willie Smith, the 8th man to bat in the inning. McMahon trying to avoid those walks. 3-3, that's a possible error. Go to Willie Smith. 3-2, star 5, that's a ground ball to third. That's a 15. Fuentes is a 15. It will be an error. 2nd error of the inning, 3rd of the game. Give them now 3 errors for the Giants. And now 3 runs for the Cubbies. I'm going to need my correction tape now. It is now 6-1. All 3 runs are unearned. And now we get to the pitcher spot. And Phil Regan will hit for himself. They don't want to take him out. He's their closer. They're going to let him hit. McMahon, 6-3, strikeout plus, got him. Finally ends the inning. But the damage done. 3 runs for the Cubbies here in the top of the 9th as they send 9 to the plate and 3 of them score. We go to the last of the 9th. Last chance for the Giants. They trail it 6-1. It's no longer a save situation, but with the off day tomorrow for travel, you might as well leave Regan in there. There's no sense in replacing him. You don't have to rest him for anything. He gets to rest tomorrow as it is. So Regan will be resting, or will be pitching rather, and we'll see about Jimmy Ray Hart because he does not hit the righties quite as well. So we may end up having to take him out of there for a pinch hitter. So they're going to remove Jimmy Ray Hart, and they'll go to a lefty off the bench. They're going to go to Dave Marshall, a lefty. So Dave Marshall is in to pinch hit for Jimmy Ray Hart. And if by some miraculous chance it goes extra innings, he can also play left field. Is there any 9th inning magic, as RJL would say? We shall find out. Regan to Marshall, 2-3. And that's an automatic out against a lefty. That's a star line, so they get the out there. 5 is going to be a ground ball to first. Ernie Banks takes care of it, and the pinch hitter is out of there. Dick Dietz, the batter. He will be replaced by Ken Henderson, another switch hitter, or another pinch hitter, I should say. He is a switch hitter. Ken Henderson will hit for Dietz. And the Giants try to find some sort of magic here in the 9th. 5-4. And they did it again. They brought the lefty in to face the righty, and Regan has found his 2nd consecutive out to the left-handed hitter. So how about that? That's just getting burned by the percentages on that one. 2 is a ground ball to second base for out number 2. That brings up Hal Lanier, last chance for the Cubbies. Do they pinch it for Lanier? They do have Jim Davenport off the bench. who's a little bit better hitter. So they're going to bring in Davenport. He hits 241 versus Lanier hitting 228. So we will bring in Davenport to pinch hit for Lanier. First two pinch hitters have been unsuccessful, obviously. But the Giants are stubborn, and they're going to keep going with pinch hitters. And if he reaches, there'll be another pinch hitter for the pitcher, McMahon. So see how it goes. Here's Regan to Davenport. 5-6. Strikeout chance against a right-hander. That's a 9, but that's too high. So Davenport gets the swing. 4-1. It's a single past third base or out to third base. So Davenport comes through with a base hit, pinch hit single. And now we got a pinch hitter coming up for the pitcher, McMahon, as he is pulled back, and a new pitcher or pinch hitter will be coming on. The best one they have left on the bench, and it's not much, is Bob Berta, a 230 hitter. The best they have, best average they got on the bench. Everybody else is under 200. So Bob Berta will pinch hit. Check for actually there's not going to be any strategy rolls. Regan, 4-6, possible wild pitch. That's a 13, just out of range, so no wild pitch, it's just a ball 1. Regan again, 5-6. Strikeout chance against a righty, but Berta's a lefty, so it's a blank. We go to Berta. 3-6, question mark 8 against here. 1-13, that's a 3. It'll be a base hit. Base hit to center field. They are in run safe, so just the one base. But the inning continues. Don't know if I call this ninth inning magic or not, but at least they're still batting. Game's still going on. And now you got the top of the order in Tito Fuentes. Tito Fuentes. Regan, 4-6. Another wild pitch chance. Again, just ball 1. Regan, 6-6. Blank against the switch hitter batting left. It's a blank, so Fuentes gets the swing. 3-2, star 5. That'll do it. Ground ball to Banks. He'll step on the bag himself. And the ball game is over. Ball game is over. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. 6-1. The final, as the Cubs beat the Giants by the score of 6-1. And the Giants were sometimes their own worst enemies with their fielding. And they'll have to address that going forward. As we now move on to Wrigley Field for Game 3. Game 3 in Wrigley. And it will be Bill Hands pitching for the Cubs. Not sure who the starter is going to be for the Giants. Their number 3 starter, I'm thinking it's McCormick, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be left-hander Mike McCormick for the Giants. So it's going to be McCormick for the Giants. And for the Cubbies, it will be Bill Hands. So that's your pitching matchup for Game 3. Series now tied at a game apiece. We move on to Wrigley for Games 3 and 4 and Game 5 if it's necessary. That's going to do it from here. Cubs win it 6-1 and tie the series at a game apiece. Till next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.